Hello, welcome to another lesson. Today we are finishing a short homeschooling lesson on street art. More specifically, we are studying 3 documents. The first document is a newspaper headline, the second document is an audio file, and the final document is a photograph of a piece of street art. Let's move on. So if we look at this picture, we can see that it is a building that has a lot of graffiti. More specifically, if you look on the right-hand side, you can see 5 points in very big white letters. 5 points is the name of the building. We can also see that we have cars at the bottom of the photograph. It doesn't look like the cars are broken, so maybe the building is not completely abandoned, or at least not dangerous. Let's move on. Read the headline and say whether the following statements are true, false, or we don't know. Read the headline, lisez les gros titres, and say whether the following statements are true, false, or we don't know. Et dites si whether is an equivalent for if. Et dites si les affirmations suivantes sont vraies, fausses ou on ne sait pas. These are the questions. This is the headline. And we have some extra vocabulary. Let's read the headline. How 21 artists graffitied one man's property, made it famous, sued him when he knocked it down, and won 6.7 million. By Enrico Bonadio. For vocabulary, we have famous, which means well-known, to sue, which means to prosecute, to take to court, and to knock down, which means to destroy or to bulldoze. So let's read the headline and say whether the following statements are true, false, or we don't know. Number 1, a man allowed 21 artists to graffiti his property. Well, we know the artists did graffiti the property, but we don't know if the man allowed them. So, first one, we don't know. Number 2, 21 artists illegally graffitied a man's property. Again, maybe it was legal, maybe it was illegal, we don't know. Number 3, the property was famous before the graffiti. This is false. In the headline, it says how 21 artists graffitied one man's property, made it famous. Comment 21 artistes ont fait des graffitis sur la propriété d'un homme, l'ont rendu célèbre. So the property was not famous before the graffiti. Number 4, the graffiti made the property famous. That is true. C'est le graffiti qui a rendu connue la propriété, qui a rendu la propriété célèbre. Number 5, the man knocked down his property. This is true. We justify when he knocked it down. And we see to knock down means to destroy or to bulldoze. Quand il l'a détruite ou quand il l'a fait détruire. So yes, he did knock down his property. Number 6, the man sued the 21 artists and won 6.7 million. Or number 7, the 21 artists sued the man and won 6.7 million. In the headline, we have won 6.7 million. A gagné 6,7 millions. The question is, who won 6.7 million? The answer is the subject of the sentence. 21 artists. Comment 21 artistes ont fait des graffitis sur la propriété d'un homme, l'ont rendu célèbre, l'ont traîné en justice, to sue, emmener devant la cour et faire marcher un procureur. Donc, traîner en justice en français serait le plus proche. L'ont attaqué en justice, sinon. Donc, l'ont attaqué en justice et quand il a détruit la propriété, quand il l'a détruite, et ont gagné, puisque c'est les artistes, ont gagné 6,7 millions de dollars. So, the man sued the artist and won 6.7 million is false. The 21 artists sued the man is true. Let's move on. Je veux vous parler des mots de liaison et des connecteurs logiques. On en a beaucoup en anglais comme en français. Pour aujourd'hui, je veux me concentrer sur l'organisation d'un texte. Pour commencer, on peut utiliser first ou first of all. Ensuite, généralement, vous annoncez votre plan et vos idées. Then, secondly, thirdly, next. Pour conclure votre argument, vous allez utiliser as a conclusion, to conclude, or in conclusion. Pour indiquer la cause, c'est-à-dire que si vous avez deux éléments et que l'un est la cause de l'autre, on pourrait utiliser because ou because of. Pour indiquer la conséquence, on pourrait utiliser as a result ou that's why. Your job now is to show your understanding of the headline, filling in the text with the correct link words. Montrez votre compréhension du titre qu'on vient de voir en complétant le texte avec les mots de liaison appropriés. This is the headline. All right, so first sentence, we are going to start our presentation. So we can use first or first of all. So first of all, or first, 21 artists graffitied a man's property. The property became famous. Here, of course, you can say then or secondly, but you can also use the consequence. You remember, the property became famous because the artists did graffiti on it. We are going to use the consequence. We can use as a result, en conséquence, as a result, comma, the property became famous. Je n'utilise pas that is why parce qu'il y a une virgule et que c'est très étrange. That is why, virgule, the property became famous. C'est pourquoi, virgule, la propriété est devenue célèbre. C'est trop bizarre en français. Si on veut une virgule, on utilisera as a result. Next. The man decided to sell the property. L'homme a décidé de vendre la propriété. Here, it's not a cause, it's not a consequence, it's not the conclusion. We just continue with our argumentation. So we can use then or secondly. The artists decided to sue the man. Les artistes ont décidé de poursuivre l'homme en justice. We can use as a result, but let's change a little bit. I suggest we use thirdly or next. And now we are on the last sentence, so we are going to use as a conclusion or to conclude or in conclusion. They won $6.7 million. Let's move on to our next document. This document is an audio document. I will ask you to listen to the document and say whether these sentences are true or false. In this case, There is no option for we don't know. It is true or it is false.
The Salem Punto Urban Art Museum. The Salem Punto Urban Art Museum started its mission in 1997. It is to create a world-class urban arts district which fosters neighborhood pride, increases economic opportunities for local businesses, and breaks down invisible socio-economic barriers. It is committed to engaging people from the community to tell their story and be proud of their neighborhood, and to making art accessible to its residents and visitors.
One more time.
The Salem Punto Urban Art Museum. The Salem Punto Urban Art Museum started its mission in 1997. It is to create a world-class urban arts district which fosters neighborhood pride, increases economic opportunities for local businesses, and breaks down invisible socio-economic barriers. It is committed to engaging people from the community to tell their story and be proud of their neighborhood, and to making art accessible to its residents and visitors.
Here is the text. Let's read it together one more time, just in case. The Salem Punto Urban Art Museum. The Salem Punto Urban Art Museum started its mission in 1997. It is to create a world-class urban arts district which fosters neighborhood pride, increases economic opportunities for local businesses, and breaks down invisible socioeconomic barriers. It is committed to engaging people from the community to tell their story and be proud of their neighborhood, and to making art accessible to its residents and visitors. So, the Salem Punto Urban Art Museum wants to create a world-class rural arts district. That is false. Create a world-class urban arts district. That's absolutely true. The museum wants to create neighborhood pride. Yes, that is true. You see in the text, line 5, 6, fosters neighborhood pride. And then decrease or increase economic opportunities for local businesses. We have it in the text, increase economic opportunities. So decrease is false, increase is right. Decrease, diminuer, increase, augmenter. It wants to support or destroy invisible socioeconomic barriers. In the text, we have break down. To break down means to destroy. So to support is false and to destroy is correct, is true. Finally, the museum wants to engage its community in the process of artistic creation. Absolutely it does. Let's move on to the last document. As we can see, this is a photograph of street art. We have a little bit of information. It's a mural by Big Ismo, created on January 2018 in Salem, Massachusetts, in the United States of America. Look at the mural and choose the correct word. The mural represents a standing or a sitting bulldog. A sitting bulldog on a white or black wall, on a white wall. The artist's signature or photograph is in the bottom left-hand or right-hand corner. If you look on the wall, you can see it's very small, but you can see that the artist's signature is on the bottom right-hand corner. It was painted by Big Ismo, a Puerto Rican urban artist, in 2018. The dog is facing the spectator. Il fait face au spectateur. The artist used sponge or spray paint to create shiny surfaces, which give the artwork a chrome look, highlighted by the black and white colors. You remember, highlighted can mean surligné, but highlighted in reality means mettre en lumière. High, c'est haut. Light, c'est la lumière. C'est donner une lumière haute, donner beaucoup de lumière à quelque chose. Nous, on dirait mettre en lumière, mettre un coup de projecteur. When you have a highlighter, un surligneur, vous mettez en valeur, mettez en lumière une partie de votre texte. And finally, we have an extra photograph for you. You can see it is the same artist. In this case, it's not the same type of dog, but it's very cute, and you can see it's a very good optical illusion. I really like it. All right, so you know we had 3 documents. The first one was the headline. The second one was the listening exercise. And the last one was the picture of street art, graffiti. Now let's recap the 3 documents. Question number 1, what is the common theme of the 3 documents? A, they are all about artworks in museums. B, they are about artworks in galleries. Or C, they are about artworks in the streets. This one is fairly easy. It is answer C. They are about artwork in the streets, artworks in the streets. Number 2, look at the dates and decide whether these documents are illustrating traditional art or new forms of art. Of course, the documents are very recent, 2018, 2015, so they illustrate new forms of art. Final question, a bit more difficult. These documents give information about an evolution is what is considered as art, art as just an expression of beauty and feelings, art as a new way of helping underprivileged communities, or D, art as a tool. These documents give information about art as a new way of helping underprivileged communities. Alternatively, we can accept the answer, an evolution is what is considered as art, but it is not the best answer. Finally, and this is optional, I would be very happy if you sent it to me, but it is not an obligation. You have a writing exercise. Write about the impact of street art on people's daily lives. Do you personally enjoy street art? Do you see it often? How does it make you feel? This is the end of today's lesson. I hope you had a good time. Please stay safe, take care, and I will see you in the next lesson. Bye.